Tonight, of course, 7:45 in Selhurst Park in London. It is Crystal Palace against Liverpool. Chat about that. We chat about Klopp, starting 11. Little 15, 20 minute chat, obviously, about the Reds. I have a few minutes to spare, so I said I'll go live and we'll see what happens. But as I say, hit the like button, guys. Let's go. Interesting one tonight. Also hearing Darwin Núñez could have a problem and is a doubt for tonight, but let's see. I mean, it's a few hours away. It could be bullshit. Who knows? If he's a doubt, I suppose Bobby or Jota would fit in there nicely. I still think we got to change it up, mix it up in midfield. Bring in Naby or some bit of energy in the midfield. And defensively, I'd still go Matip Van Dijk. That's what I would do. Matip Van Dijk, definitely. We've got to do something. We've got to change it, mix it, to mix it up tonight. We need 3 points. Forget about what happened midweek in the 5-2 disgrace or madness that happened in the midweek against Madrid. We've got to mix it up. That's what we got to do. And hopefully tonight we can get the 3 points. Wednesday, Anfield, 2 big Anfield games then coming in quick succession. Wolves on Wednesday night. We all know about Wolves, like Groundhog Day with Wolves. And of course then next Sunday week, the big one, it's Liverpool United. And I want to put them back in their box. And I want to win there as well. So 3 huge games, 9 points on offer in the next 3 games. I think we've got to get, if 9 would be brilliant, 9 would be dreamland. But to get that top 4 spot, I think we definitely have to get at least 7 points. Definitely at least 7 points, or it just gets harder and harder and harder. It's still going to be really tough. We've some tough games, especially April. I don't know about anybody's seen the fixture list in April. April's fixture list is crazy. So get your comments in, hit the like button. Let's see what happens. We'll stay on for a little while. And as I say, let's go Reds tonight. Not even looking forward to this game, says Barry Sweeney. How are you, Barry? Hope you're well. Little orange juice trick here. Actually looking forward to Ireland. Are playing Italy in Rome at about 2:15. So I do like a bit of Six Nations as well, rugby. So good luck to Ireland, obviously. Yeah, so I know I'm looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to Liverpool. Always looking forward to Liverpool. I will never not look forward to watching Liverpool play a football match. Absolutely not. I'm really looking forward to it. It's an unusual time, 7:45. It's going to be a tricky game. They're not in great form themselves. I mean, you know, they're not in great form. Zaha, I think, is missing as well. So we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely looking forward to the Reds. Just Hannah is in. How are you, Hannah? Hopefully you are well, my friend. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday lunchtime. All good, Dave. Not sure at 9:30. Not sure at 9:30 tonight. Well, yeah, I suppose by 9:30, 25, I suppose you'll know the result. But I'm going to stick with 2-1 Liverpool. I just think we should have too much up front. It's defence and midfield for me. It's the defence needs to tighten up. The defence absolutely needs to tighten up to get at and away from Crystal Palace and start first 10, 15 in at them, bang, 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 and be clinical. And I think we should be too good for them. But I've said that one before, haven't I? MC, afternoon, Dave. Hope all is good. It is good, my friend. As I say, it'd be even better if we get 3 points tonight. It would even be better. I'd probably do an instant match reaction at about 10:15, 10 to 10 tonight. So have your notifications on. I don't know if they work or not. But Dave, would you start Kanate? What would you start in defence? I know Kanate came back in training Thursday. I just think it's too early for him. Why would you rush a player back with 2 big games next week against Wolves and United? I would leave Matip and Van Dijk there today. I would have Trent and Robbo. I would have Alisson, of course. It's the midfield. I think the front 3 start. It depends on Núñez. I know he's a bit of a niggle whether he starts with a shoulder injury. If Núñez is fit, I go Núñez, Gakpo and Salah, of course. But if Núñez is not fit, do you play Bobby or do you play Jota? Question mark. Probably Bobby gets in ahead of Jota. I don't know. I do like Jota. But I think Jota's much better coming off the bench with a half an hour to go. The midfield's the big one. Bjasetic in midfield. I think you can't play Hendo and Fab again. I think Naby has to come in there with either Fabinho or Hendo. That's what I would do. But who knows who's fit and who's available. But that's definitely what I would do. Núñez out. That's Jota starting, Sparry. Yeah, Jota or Bobby, obviously. Yep, I agree. Klopp did say changes will be made. Wonder who comes out. Nice problem to have. Yeah, obviously Kanate back in the squad, but I'd be very surprised. He could be on the bench, but I'm very surprised if he starts. Thiago's a week or 2 away, and Diaz is a big loss for us. I mean, Luis Diaz, try even have him back. I doubt we make the United game Sunday week, but even to have him back in March, middle of March, it'd be a big bonus for us going forward, him and Thiago, wouldn't it? But I just think we've got to get as much out of the season that's left as we can, guys. Put in as much good games, tighten up defensively, get that attacking going, try get some sort of press, Gengen press, or fucking rock star, or heavy metal football for the last few games. Obviously we got that Madrid game in the Bernabeu. Basically, to come back from 3-0 down, 5-2, 3 goals just to get a draw. Away goals don't count, so can happen. Anything's possible in football, of course, but unlikely. But before that, we've got big league games. We need points on the board. We've got to shoot up that table. We've got a chance. We've actually got a chance because the teams above us aren't exactly. I mean, Spurs play Chelsea tomorrow. There's another one. There's another one that you're looking at going, wow, a draw there, or but even Chelsea win there, gives us hope. So Newcastle play United in the League Cup final tomorrow, so Newcastle won't play. So if we can win tomorrow, and I think if we win tomorrow, then Wolves, we can be right up Newcastle's arses, and that's where we want to be. But you've got to put performances in. I feel like it will be Ali, VVD, Matip, Trent, Robbo, Keita, Hendo, Beatisic, Jota, Bobby, and Salah. No, I keep playing Hackbo. I just think he's coming into himself. He's starting to get the feel of it. He just needs games, needs game time. No excuse. I know he went to PSV midweek. I think it was PSV midweek to say goodbye to the crowd after. I don't know. It's a weird thing I seen on Twitter. I don't know whether it was when he just signed for Liverpool or he did it last week. I don't know, but they really did like him there, didn't they? The PSV crowd. But as I say, guys, it's a huge game. We just got to concentrate. Take it game by game by game. I would as well, but I feel like Klopp will do a madness. We'll do a madness. Our house in the middle of our house. Madness. He might do a madness, but he doesn't usually do a madness, does he? He rarely does a madness in away games. He usually tries to keep it tight. I mean, we've said it so many bleeding times. At Brentford, at Brighton, at Wolves. Keep it tight for the first 10, 15. Don't do anything silly. Even go to a 4-5-1. Play 5 in the midfield. Just keep it tight. See the way the game's going, the way the game's evolving. Try catch them on the counter. They're the home team. They're in a bit of trouble, Palace as well. They're going to try. They need something out of the game as well. So they're surely, on a Saturday night, a boisterous home ground crowd at Selhurst Park, they're going to come at you. So keep it tight first 10, 15. If we get a goal, great. But, gung-ho, leaving yourself open to the counter and they get a goal and it's fucking uphill battle. And that's happened far too many times for me and Liverpool. And that's one of the big reasons. We're just not tight enough at the back. We give away too many big chances. Zach, Football TV, smash the bleeding likes, people. Zach, how are you, bro? Hopefully I will get those likes up. 10 people in, only 3 likes. That's absolutely unbelievable. Hit that like button, baby. It's free, it costs nothing. But it gets more people in. It's an algorithm. So the more likes, more people come in, more YouTube and all this bullshit. But as I say, it won't be a long one. But we're just a nice little relaxed Sunday chatting about the Palace-Liverpool game. And Klopp's comments yesterday. I don't know whether you've seen them or not. I actually have a feeling, you hear me out on this one, that Jurgen Klopp will actually sign an extension. He has 3 years left as of this summer till 2026. We noticed he signed the extension. But the way he's been talking the last week, I have a feeling he actually might sign an extension till 2028 or something like that, an extra 2 year, which will give him 5 years for a rebuild. Because I think he really looks at the team and goes, he wants more. He's energy and he wants a rebuild. Obviously, he needs backing from FSG or whoever is there at the time. But just the way he said things yesterday in midweek, I just think there's something on the cards there. Del Boy, Gunner TV, what's the bleeding story, Dave? Del Boy in the house. In a great position with Arsenal, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic, my friend. I'm looking forward to Ireland, Italy-Ireland in about an hour's time in Rome in the rugby. So I'll be watching that. And then the big one tonight, of course, at 7:45. Arsenal have a big game. Away to Leicester, I think, today, is it? It's a tough one. That's a messy one. Give me your score lines, my friend Del Boy in the house. Check him out on YouTube, of course, Del Boy Gunner TV. Hit that like button, baby. Dave, have you ever been on LFC Day Trippers? Be nice to see you on there. I was on LFC Day Trippers, actually. Back in 2019, I've been everywhere. I've been on Redmen TV, Anfield Rap, LFC Day Trippers, even Anfield Agenda back in 2019. Would have started out with them. I've been everywhere and anywhere. Yeah, I did a podcast with them. I think it was October 2019. I was actually at the Liverpool-Leicester game. The one we beat was in Anfield and we beat them 2-1. If everybody remembers the Milner penalty in injury time, the man they got taken down. Obviously, that season we won the league. That was a big game. But yeah, I've been everywhere. I like doing my own thing, really. I like bringing guests on rather than going on other channels. I'd be on Jack Mac or Anfield Road TV, Doug's channel, the Cop Council, all these other channels. But look, we're all to our own. We all do our own thing. And I do like bringing on the likes of John Gibbons, Garrett Roberts, James Pearce, Paul Gorst, the odd celebrity, semi-celebrity every now and again. That's just the way I like it. Actually, I might be doing something with Courtney Neary tomorrow. Don't know whether you know Courtney Neary, young Liverpool fan. Big Liverpool fan. Huge following. Courtney Neary, maybe tomorrow, so something might be happening there. Any big new guests as MC? Well, I'm not. Look, I'm obviously I'd be working on a few things. I have a few things going on, work and stuff, so it's hard to get people on. I'll try to get a few people on. Yeah, working on a few people. Try to get John Octerberg back on at the end of the season. Just give me his take. Liverpool goalkeeping coach. I've had him on last year. Try to get him on this year at the end of May just to tell me what he thought about with Allison and stuff like that. Courtney's channel is brilliant. Love her content. It's just Hannah. Yeah, she said we do something tomorrow lunchtime. So hopefully we do something with Courtney tomorrow. Courtney Neary, and you should have it out tomorrow afternoon. She's absolutely brilliant. Mad Liverpool fan, of course. It's just good to have a female on as well, Liverpool fan. I don't think I've had a female Liverpool fan 2-3 years ago, but big Liverpool fan. It's good to get a different perspective and thoughts on the game and going to the games and how long she's following them and stuff like that. But hopefully in the next day or two we'll have a video there, Hannah. 2-1 to Arsenal, says Del Boy. It's a tough one. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool tonight as well against Palace. I'm sticking with the 2-1. We don't play good against bottom teams this year, so that's why I'm worried about this one, says Barry. Courtney's channel is brilliant. Jungle is massive. I'm expecting a big reaction. We know how Palace like to play against us. I couldn't care less. Let's absolutely dominate them, says the Jungle is massive. You guys are absolutely massive. I reckon you could get Linders on. Could get Klopp on. You never know. You never know. You never know, baby. I'm working on one or two things, but we shall see. Get that like button up, guys. 15 people, 7 likes. Should be at least 10 likes. Come on. As I keep saying, it's not the like for me. The more likes, the more views, the more people come in, the more chat, the more comment, and the longer we stay on. That's all it is. But I'm looking forward tonight. As I say, I'll probably do a match reaction straight after the game tonight, about 10-15 minutes after the game. The game be over just after 9:30. So I'll probably go live around 10, maybe 10 to 10 tonight for an instant reaction. I, for one, am hoping it's a brilliant instant reaction and we'll have got 3 points and a great performance, because I've had too many instant match reactions where we haven't done the business and I don't want to keep doing that. How did you get Octoberg on? What was the process as MC? Oh, no, man, simple. I just asked him. He follows me on Twitter. So I follow him on Twitter. He follows me on Twitter. So DM'd him. Simple. I had Brian McFadden from ex-Westlife on there about 2 years ago as well. I've had big Man United fan, of course. I've had, I don't know if any, back into the 80s fans, Peter Hooton, of course, lead singer of The Farm, Liverpool band The Farm, all together now. Big Liverpool fan. I hope to have him on soon, the end of the year. There's a load of people I'm trying to, 1 or 2 ex-players trying to get them on. I've had Gregory Vignal, the fullback, ex-Rangers Liverpool player. He's actually doing a coaching badge now at the moment. So, look, I like chatting. I'd chat to anybody, to be fair. Palace fully fit. Eze, Olze, Zaha. Very good attack. I think Zaha's out. I think Zaha has an issue. If Zaha's missing, it'd be obviously a big bonus for us. Do you know any famous Arsenal fan? Yeah, I know Del Boy Gunner. Del Boy Gunner TV. Yeah, your man Lee Gunner, I think, follows me on Twitter. Lee Gunner, is that his name? Who would be your dream guest that's realistic? Dream guest that's realistic to actually have a chat with would obviously be Klopp, but realistic? I don't know. I actually don't know. Dream guest that's realistic. What's realistic in life? You never know. Maybe a player. Robbie Fowler, maybe Gerrard, Steven Gerrard, something like that. Steven Gerrard's realistic, I suppose. Someone like that would be a good chat. Good to see Klopp finally demand funds for the summer yesterday. Now let's see how reliable FSG are and back them. Exactly what I'm saying. Let's see what happens. I mean, just the way he's been talking, I have a feeling Klopp could extend. Depending on what happens this summer, if he gets the funds, which we all know he needs, and he has time to rebuild, because it'll be more than one window, guys. You know, we're talking about Jude Bellingham and all these players. You won't get 5 or 6 players that we need in one window. It just won't happen. It just won't. I mean 5 or 6 first teamers that are going to take the club forward. You might get 3. You might get 3. Will you get 4, 5, 6? I don't think so. I think it's possibly a year. Which is like 3 windows. It's this window in the summer, the January window, which doesn't hugely happen, and then the following window, the following summer. So that's a year. That's a whole season next year of rebuild. So it really depends. And obviously, if you could finish this season strong and come into that top 4 spot, it would make it easier. But we just got to keep going. I just ask whoever's selling a book at the time, says Jungle. Red Zappy is in. King Kenny. That would be nice, King Kenny. I have a few friends who've interviewed King Kenny. But my mate, a couple of podcast, Mick Moran had Cara on about 2 weeks ago. But Dream, I suppose Stevie G, someone like that. Ex-player, ex-legend. Kenny Dalglish, Stevie G. Obviously, you'd want Klopp, obviously. But realistically, you probably you'd be better get a chance of Klopp when he's actually retired. Rafa Benitez. My mate has Westerveld on. Yeah, I was going to do a Westerveld one. I was in contact with Sander Westerveld about 2 years ago, and it just fell through. Didn't follow it through really, But that could have happened, all right. Could make it happen, but just look, it doesn't bother me. I like talking to normal guys, normal fans, fan channels. John Gibbons, as I say, Garrett Roberts, all these guys, journalists like James Pearson. I like getting that side of it as well. And even like fans like Courtney Neary, hopefully tomorrow, and other channels. That's what I like as well. It's nice to throw in an odd celebrity or football or journalist every now and again. It just keeps it going, doesn't it? Just keeps it going. But as I say, guys, the big one tonight, I'm sticking with me 2-1. But back to this Klopp thing as well. I just think Klopp, the way he's been talking in the last few weeks in particular, he realises he's not stupid, he's an intelligent man, that the club, the team is in decline and needs fresh blood. Could have done it last year, didn't get it. He's probably saying, right, I've 3 years left here. I do not want the last 3 years to be a travesty. I want to rebuild again. I need funds. I need funds to go again at it from next season on. Let's see what happens this year. Go, Gakpo, and see what happens. So maybe an extension. Who knows? Get Jimmy Traore on, cult hero from 2005, says the Anfield. Yeah, he just be on Twitter an awful lot, doesn't he? United were in worse shape last year than that's it. And they bought Casemiro, Martinez and Eriksen, changed everything. Exactly, United did it. Now, your man Ten Hag is a good coach as well, obviously. Klopp's a great coach. But I think if Klopp had the same money as United do, which United get money, they keep slagging the Glazers, but they do have money, they do spend money. They do need a big investment in their ground and their training ground and pitch and stuff like that. But on the pitch, they get money and they're still moaning about it. The yellow and green flags are still out. The money they've spent over the last few years. If you switched that and gave Liverpool's money to spend in windows and gave Liverpool United's money, there you go. There's the answer. But I think, rebuild's possible. It's not going to be easy. As Klopp said, it's trying to pinpoint the actual players we want. Everybody's going to want them in the summer. I mean, Jude Bellingham is one of them. I'm sure everybody's going to want them. Matis Nunes of Wolves. We'll need a centre-half. I still think the RB Leipzig centre-half is the one we've been all talking about. There's 3 players straight away. Would you be happy with those 3? Bellingham, Matthias Nunes, and Gravadal, I think is pronounced his name, the centre-half. Maybe even cover for Trent. Depends on what happens to Calvin Ramsey, who's out for the rest of the season, of course. Would you be happy with that? Get rid of 3 or 4? I don't know. Just Jose Enrique will invite himself onto the channel if you don't get there first. Yeah, Jose Enrique is always on. He has his own. He'd just be on. Yeah, he'd be another one you could work at, Jose Enrique, because he's always on Instagram live after the game, before and after the game and all this. So, yeah, whatever. Crick D, the system is falling too as well, Davey, and the tactics. If we get a different midfield, Trent is still going to be leaving a massive hole behind. The high line will still be used. Yeah, I don't think he's going to change the high line anytime soon, but would you bring in a proper right back and have Trent then in midfield as well? Have Trent as a midfielder as well and bring in a right back, centre half, centre midfielder, 2 central midfielders. I think up front, we're okay, depending on who leaves. I mean, you've got Salah there, you've got Hakpo there, you've Jota, you've Bobby, you've Nunes, even if the likes of young Carvalho, coming up through, Luis Diaz. Young Carvalho, what's happened there? Who knows? Elliott is attacking as well. Ox and Naby look like they'll be gone. They'll be gone in the summer on freeze. Just 2 or 3 should go. Nat Phillips eventually will be sold. He could have been sold in January for that injury. PSG will really try sign Mo. I've been talking about PSG and Mo Salah since we won the league back in 2020, 3 years ago. That Mo Salah PSG was always on the cards, I thought. I thought that's who we're going to sign him last year before he signed his extension. I think that could always be on the cards, especially as Messi's coming near his end. You want a big icon, an Arab, Egyptian player, PSG, Qatari own the course, icon, Mo Salah. Could you see him go to PSG out of all other clubs? Sadly, yes, but we'll see what happens. I don't think it'll be this summer, but who knows? Who knows? But definitely they'll be sniffing around. Who partners Gravadol for you, Kanate or VVD? I think Van Dijk does. Look, people are writing Van Dijk off. He's had a rough season. Hasn't been quite right ever since he came back from that really horrendous, almost one of the worst injuries you can get. I actually thought he might not play football again after that. That was wow. That was almost career-threatening injury to come back. No, I like VVD still. Kanate's young, a young buck, and will only get better. More French caps and stuff like that. He's one for the future. But definitely VVD, Gravadol and Kanate. That'd be a nice little threesome to have. Couldn't believe what I seen the other night. The football gods give us a 2-0 lead and the next 2 attacks in the game, Junior got in behind us. It was obvious Ancelotti didn't even have to think. Look, we're not going to regurgitate the 5-2, but we were 2-0 up, could have been 3-0 up. And even when it went 2-1, could have been 3-1 up. I mean, if someone would have turned, as I said earlier during the week, if you're watching that game on 18, 19 minutes, you're 2-0 up, you're attacking, you're having chances, you're looking like you might go 3, and you fall asleep and wake up on whatever, 70 minutes, and you're 5-2 down, you were thinking you're still asleep in a nightmare because it just doesn't make sense. It's surrealism. It's Salvador Dali gone mad. Threesome Dave, your dirty dogs, MC. Trent, biggest problem is not the talent he has. No dog in him. No dog. As in talking personal, beating, one-on-one. Look, Trent, defensively, obviously we're talking about. Attacking-wise is different. That's why I always thought maybe push him up forward. Put a right back in behind him. Just get some sort of cover. I mean, Calvin Ramsey, the young Scottish fullback, was meant to be the answer. But he's been bloody injured. He's only 20. He's been injured. For a young lad to get 2 injuries. We signed him when he was injured from Aberdeen. Is not a good sign for me, for a young lad like that to be getting so many injuries. It just isn't. I think we might have to look at right back again this summer. Centre half again. Centre midfield. I mean, there's 4 players straight away. 2 midfield, centre half and a right back. Straight away. And that's if we don't sell Alex of a Bobby or someone else, So it's really, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting what team he picks tonight as well. It really is, what he's going to do. And I just can't wait till the likes of Kanate and Diaz get back into that team or even are on the bench. It's great having Jota there as well. Maybe Jota will start tonight if Nunez is out. Maybe Jota, but he does like Bobby, doesn't he? Especially away from home. He's a bit more to hold the ball up. 3 midfielders, right back, centre back, left wing. Says Quick D. A lot of money there, baby. About $250,000. Sorry, right wing, says Quick D. I was going left wing. Trent's problem was he got good too quickly. When you win everything, it's hard to have the appetite. He was put up on a pedestal. I'll always remember, I think it was after the Champions League win in 2019. Him sitting in the corridor on his phone, looking with his medal around his neck. And, at 2021, he'd won the league. He won everything, basically, that you can win. And, Mello might even start tonight. Oh, my God. Mello, dramatic comment. Poor Mello. I feel sorry for that guy, Arthur Mello. I really do. I mean, Klopp's comments even the other day, in the embargo comments, was saying that he won't be renewed in contract. I know he's getting big money for basically doing nothing. I think it's 100 grand, 120 grand a week, something ridiculous like that. He'll be gone back to Juve in the summer. It never worked out. Could it work out in the next 3-4 months? Who knows? I'd be surprised. But, look, no one wants to see a professional footballer sign for a club, get injured, a lot of bad comments online, stuff like that. I'd love him to get a few games and play well, get an odd goal or shore up things and do stuff like that. Of course you would. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but there's still time. There is still time. Nice red fridge there. Yep. Red is the colour, baby. Hoping to get off to Liverpool soon, actually. Hoping to get over. Agreed about Melo. He had a lot of promise at Barca as well. Well, I mean, he came on against us. If people remember back in 2019, the famous 4-0 at Anfield, the famous comeback of all time, he actually came on for Barca in that game. He came on. I know it didn't matter, but he actually came on the pitch. Agreed about, you have to say fair play to the bloke, though he's tried his hardest to be fit. Yeah. I don't know. It was a weird one. It was always a weird one. Will always be one of the weirdest transfers in the history of the football club. A player to come in the last 24 hours of a transfer window. Look, not many people had heard of him. A lot of people call him Arthur instead of Melo. It's Arthur. Barcelona, 22 caps for Brazil senior team. Couldn't have been that bad. Juve, Barcelona, that great Barcelona side, but just didn't work. I think it was a panic buy, to be fair. FSG, in a nutshell, to be honest, letting scenarios play out till the end, just to stretch resources. Sold Lovren, didn't replace him for a whole year. Had a centre-back crisis. Sold Genie, never replaced him at all, says Quick D. Well, Quick D, unfortunately for you and anybody who wants FSG out, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I mean, to me, I've been saying it for a while now. They've been looking for investment. They tested the water in November for a full sale. Didn't, get the traction. United looking for a full sale probably didn't help. But they're probably saying, why get rid of a cash cow? I mean, Liverpool make money every year. Get maybe 10% sale and bring in 300 million or 400 million, whatever. Let you rebuild and blah, blah, blah. And that looks like what they're looking for now, investment. I mean, he's not a bad player, but getting injured a lot is a bad thing. Availability is the best ability. I do like that, MC. Yeah, availability is the best ability. It is what I mean. You have to be fit to play, don't you? I mean, it's simple as. But I feel sorry for him. He's a Liverpool player. Many minutes did he play? 13, 14 minutes? Something like that. 13, 14 minutes in a Mickey Mouse game. So, look, I just want to concentrate on the league games, and I want to beat United next Sunday. I certainly do not want them, popping up to Anfield on Sunday. I want to beat them next Sunday. That game should take care of itself. Shouldn't have to say anything for that game. I'm happy with FSG. I know they will invest. We've been in 3 Champions League finals in their tenure. We've done really well. 7 years of my life as a Reds. This jungle is massive. Yeah, I mean, brilliant, yeah. We need a bit more, though. We need a little bit more. I mean, as I said before, the year we won it in 2020 was the time to invest big, and we didn't do it. We just didn't do it. And we made a bollocks of 2021 with the centre-half back issue. Things like that. There was 2 or 3 windows there where they didn't do it, and it's come back to haunt them, basically, and made every other window harder. That's just the way it is. Our accounts are set to be published in the next few weeks. We have made a record-breaking profit, so we'll see how the story unfolds. We knew that. We made a record-breaking last year as well. Say what you want about FSG, but the club is now in excellent financial health. It's with minimal debt. Just need to invest in the squad now. Exactly, Red Zabby. I mean, people forget that. United are in huge debt. Okay, the Qataris could buy out the debt because they're oil barons. United are in huge debt. There's clubs in that Premier League are in absolutely financial shithouse. And we're not one of them. But as fans, we want the team winning. It's no use saying we have a lovely shiny ground and training ground and, oh, that's a nice jersey. I don't know whether you've seen the new Liverpool top. I did a video on it. The leaked home kit with the white neck. It goes back to like an early noughties type style. But unless you're winning on the pitch, unless you've got quality players, star players doing it week in, week out, that's the bread and butter, I suppose, and that's where it falls down for Liverpool. Yeah, the stadium looks brilliant. The new Anfield Road end going in, hopefully ready for August, September this year. Brings us right up to, something like 60,000 or something. It will fill out, no doubt about it. The new AXA training facility is beyond belief. That's beautiful. Absolutely. We do need it, and United need it. Their ground's falling down. The training ground's falling down. But you need players on the pitch. You need to complement that with a winning team and hopefully a trophy or two, don't you? Hopefully, it'll start happening. FSG statement this summer, due to missing out on Champions League, football transfer money will be a bit tighter. I don't believe that one. It's invest to protect, and I've been saying this for about 6 months. Yes, I mean, you want Champions League football. Yes, you want Champions League money, the TV money and stuff like that. but we'd have to invest it. There's no choice. There's absolutely no choice there. We are at least 3 windows behind, says MC. What's your opinion on Valverde, Dave? I think he's smashing player. Never going to get him. Never going to get him. So, smashing player. He's not coming to Liverpool. Not going to. Madrid ain't going to let him go. No chance. We flopped in the transfer market since 2019, says Anfield Lark. Lack of player sales too. Well, I mean, the Coutinho one got us out of a hole. Didn't it? Was 130, 120, 130. Obviously, we got Alisson and VVD out of that, but yeah, look, we made mistakes. You know, every club makes mistakes. Every owner makes mistakes. We've made mistakes in, I think, at least 2 windows, possibly 3 windows. But the more windows you make a mistake, it's accumulative. And it adds up and gets worse down the line. And then you have 1 or 2 big windows where you go, we're going to have to buy 3 or 4 quality players in each window here. It's going to cost us big money. Players are getting older, profiles, and stuff like that. So that's where we are. That's where we are right now. We just got to, what can we do? We just got to live with it and hope the investment comes in the summer. I mean, what else can we do? Hopefully if John W. Henry's watching this, or Werner's watching it, or even Klopp's watching it, get it done. Who would you say have been bigger flop, Keita or Ox? I feel like both have had good moments. I think Naby Keita had so much promise at RB Leipzig. And I remember at the time we signed him huge money, 54 million or something. He was one of our more expensive players of all time, top 5, and just never did it. Injured so many times. I mean, he played Monopoly and get injured. He played PS4 on a Friday night and get injured. He injured his thumb. Big injuries from Keita. Keita for me, because he'd so much promise coming into the club. I think Keita is the big disappointment for me. Oxlade-Chamberlain is a disappointment. He had promise, but I think Keita is even more of a disappointment for me. But both of them look like to be gone this summer. Here, the upper tier, Niall is in the house. How are you, Niall? Check out the upper tier, guys. Top LFC channel, of course. Absolute legend. The upper tier. I'm looking forward to the rugby. I suppose you are, Niall, too. At 2:15, it's Italy, Ireland, and the Six Nations. But as I say, big one tonight, Niall. What's your starting 11? What is your prediction? I'm going 2-1 to the Reds. I just want to win. I want 3 points. I don't want any nonsense. I don't want anything left on the pitch. I just want to win the bloody game and move on to Wolves midweek. I remember Keita twisted his ankle walking down the steps of a plane. There you go. FSG are businessmen, not football fans. Sign one midfielder in 5 seasons and lack of ambition and negligence. Name me one centre mid of note between the age of 20 and 30. Criminal for a club like Liverpool. But the only, I think, midfielder we actually signed has been Thiago Alcantara. But 2-1. Matip Gomez. Only change for me, says Niall from the upper tier. Yeah, I think Matip comes in. As I said, I think Matip comes in for Gomez, Trent, Robbo, Van Dijk, Alisson. I think if Darwin Núñez is fit, there's a bit of a rumour going around that Darwin Núñez has a bit of a shoulder injury and will be rested. If he is not fit, Bobby or Jota have a chance to come in there. Probably Bobby with Salah and Hakpo, and then midfield is the big one. Jasetic, do you keep him in there? The young lad, he's played a lot of football. I don't think Hendo and Fab play again together. I just don't see it. I think Keita or even Curtis Jones, someone comes in there to break those twosome up. But it's going to be interesting. I'll be looking out at about 6:45, 7:15 tonight, about an hour or 10 minutes before the game, 6:30 probably, to see what the starting 11 is, because that will be telling for me. But it's not a gimme. It's not a gimme. Selhurst Park, we don't have a fantastic record there historically. We've done okay recently, but historically, I'll always remember the 3-3 the year we were going for the league. Oh my God, 3-0 up on 78 minutes. Drawn 3-3. Oh my God. Defo keep Stefan in, build his confidence. Oh yeah, but I'm not saying he won't. He's young. He should be able to play every week. Should be able to play 2-3 games a week. But I think the big one for me is the two, Fabinho and Hendo. I can't see those two of them playing together again, to be fair. Just don't have the legs. Simple. Should have sold Naby last year for 20. Now we leave for free. What a waste. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Who came in from? Did you know anybody with 20 million in their back pocket to buy an injury-prone midfielder like Naby Keita? I don't. It's okay throwing out saying 20 million and there's no one there with 20 million. Defo keeps Stefan in his build-up his confidence. Yep. Jota out on the left of the three if Darwin is injured, says Quick D. Thought about doing a watch-along? Shine on, you crazy diamond. That's some name, that is. Yeah. Do you know what? A watch along takes a lot out of you. I mean, a watch along is basically 2.5 hours talking to a screen for two. I've done it loads of times. It takes a lot out of you. I'd rather doing the pre and post match, the post match straight after the game reaction show at about 15, 20 minutes after the game, which I'll hopefully do tonight. And hopefully I'm in a good humour and the Reds will have won the bloody game. So I'd rather doing that type of thing tonight. Maybe start 11 thing before it and then the post match reaction show. Hopefully the Reds have 3 points in the back pocket. No more injuries. And then we can look forward to the Wolves midweek and then the United the following week. Watch alongs are torture, especially at the moment since you're here. I've done them when we've got beaten. It is not funny. It is not good for your health. It is not good for your health. Bobby came out the other night and he looked like he should be playing a five-a-side with Fowler and co. This is Crick D. Jake Paul or Tommy Fury, Dave. Oh, I don't get involved with that bullshit. Oh, no, No, I don't fuck. I know what you're talking about. Just seen it on Twitter, but don't get involved in any of that. I don't even get involved with boxing or MMA. Don't watch it. Nothing. The only really sports I watch are obviously football, a bit of rugby, Ireland and Six Nations, snooker. I used to love snooker as a kid. That's about it. Sports-wise, bit of Gaelic here and there, Dublin in the GAA when they're further on in the tournament, but not much more than that. Liverpool just takes up far too much of my time. That's basically an Ireland international side. That's it. Don't know how people do the watch-alongs with no sound, says Barry. I know it's crazy. Crazy. You can't have sound. If you sound on, you'll get copyrighted. And I did get copyrighted back when I was starting now. Back in March 2019, I did the watch-along for Bayern Munich, Liverpool, which of course, Liverpool won 3-1 and went on to win the bloody Champions League that year. I did the watch-along for that. I got copyrighted for 6 weeks. Got taken off YouTube for 6 weeks. And I had no sound. I had no nothing. It was just like this. Watching the telly was in front of me. And I got copyrighted. Some arsehole put in a thing and it was bang. Done deal. You got to be careful with those copyright strikes, you know what I mean? On YouTube. I think if you do it through StreamYard, it's much easier. This is now live on YouTube, though. You get grounded by YouTube. Yeah, that was years ago, back in 2019. I got grounded, basically, by YouTube. 6 weeks. You have to do a little course and I'll fill out fucking forms online to get back. Hopefully they take you back. Bullshit. Now, I had only a small channel. I had 300 or 400 followers at that stage, and they just... I thought it was bullshit. Loads of people were doing it. And they weren't getting copyright. So maybe it was something I said or the wrong hashtag or whatever I put in. I don't know. I just don't know. But as I say, I'll just keep doing this as long as I enjoy it. I'd be watching Liverpool in the pub if I wasn't doing it or doing this type of stuff. It's a hobby for me. And it got me through the COVID as well. I was doing this right through COVID. I'm doing this since... The first vlog I ever did was August 2018. I did it for Liverpool Football Talk. Actually, Sean from Canada's show sent them off a few vlogs back in 2018 and then decided a few months later to start Dave's LFC Chats myself. Dave talking about LFC, chatting Dave's LFC Chats. I think it actually works that way. And the rest is history. I had to take the course on my channel. It's mental, says Just Hannah. Didn't know you had a channel, Just Hannah. Put your channel up. What's your channel about? Presume it's Liverpool. I didn't even know Hannah had a channel. When's your next visit to the city? Do you know what? I'm 50 years of age in April, but I'm going away hopefully for a week to Canary or to Spain anyway, or maybe Mallorca or somewhere like that in the end of April for a week. But I'm hoping to get over soon. A lot of friends over in Liverpool, of course. Jack Mack, Mick Moran from the Copy Podcast, all the lads over there. Hopefully get over for a few beers because it is a home from home. It's absolutely brilliant over there. Even if you're not going to a game. I mean, I've gone to Liverpool, not got a ticket, and stood outside the ground. I've stood outside the ground, obviously looking for a ticket, couldn't get one. But the atmosphere outside the ground, before a match and after a match, is just, you've got to be there. Even if you don't get into the ground. That's the bonus. My channel is about medieval history, Dave. No football at all. Wow, I do like medieval history. Especially their tortures. The torture practices, oh my God. Just Hannah, we'll have to check it. Put it in. Put in the link so we can all check out Hannah's medieval history. I do like medieval history, yes, absolutely. We've got a lot of it going on in Ireland, what we did in medieval times. Plenty of castles and ruins over here. Same as England, obviously. But pop that in there, Hannah, we'll check it out. But I'd love to meet all you guys sometime over there as well. I would absolutely love to meet all you guys over there as well. Maybe meet in Taggy's Bar, which is Hotel Tia there, down Anfield Road, about 100 metres down from the Trent mural, just down the road. It's a great spot for a bit of food and a few drinks. I've been in it a few times. Stuff like that, If I'm coming over, I'll let you know anyway. I'll definitely give you a week's notice and say I'll be here or there or whatever. But I'd like to go to a game though, wouldn't I? I mean, if you're coming over, spending money, spending 1 or 2 nights in a hotel, you sort of want to go to the game, don't you? Sort of, but we'll see what happens. I hope we get 1 or 2 in before the end of the season. But it's not easy. Not even. It's not easy. And I know a lot of people in Liverpool. Still not easy. Still not easy. But we shall see. We shall see. So hit that like button, baby. Hannah, put that channel in. Or even the name of the channel, because I might check it out myself after this show. Hannah's Medieval History. Wow. Do like a bit of... I love history, of course. And it was a crazy time, medieval history, wasn't it? I like 80s, but that's not quite medieval, is it? 80s. Maybe 80s is medieval for you. But I don't know. But as I say, it's just, look, I'll keep doing it. It's a bit of crack. Big game tonight for the Reds. We gotta show everything tonight. We've got to turn up. We got to pick the right team. We've got to have the right attitude. For me, it's as finished as strong as is possible till the end of the season. Bit of investment, well, a lot of investment in the summer. Get behind Klopp, get behind the team, see how it goes, rebuild, rejuvenate, reinvigorate, whatever you want. Big words, just do it on the pitch and go again. Simple. And go again. And maybe Klopp will sign an extra extension of another year or 2 on top of the 2026. I have a feeling he might, if he gets the backing. If he gets the backing in the window. Was out yesterday, pike fishing in Cavan. Was looking at the stone of the Three Faces, oldest artefact found in Ireland on the hill, of the Hill of Three Gods. Interesting stuff. Was only reading because I had no pike. Crick Day, didn't even know you were Irish. Yeah, Cavan, there was some great fishing up there, yeah. Great fishing in Ireland, of course. But I never really went fishing. I never went fishing. I've never went fishing. But I never went fishing, but we see what happened. Look, I've so much time doing this. I mean, this takes up a lot of time, just YouTube stuff. I do stuff on Twitter and I do stuff on Instagram. So check out at Dave's LFC Chats, Twitter and Instagram as well, because I usually let people know what I'm bloody doing on there. I've got no fear tonight at all. I feel like the Madrid results have rubbed them up the wrong way. Well, the first 20 minutes in Madrid, it was fucking looking good, wasn't it? The first 20, we collapsed then after that. We had so many chances in that first half, though. Against, Madrid's defence wasn't particularly great either, was it? But we just had too many mistakes and schoolboy mistakes. I mean, that goal, Mileto, second half, keep it tight, first 5-10. I mean, the standard stuff you tell kids playing football. And it's 3-2. They're 2-0 down, it's 3-2 in 47 minutes. No one marking them. I mean, it's ridiculous defending. I think the heads dropped then. That's the 3-2. The heads drop, bang. It's a more or less game over. You're 2-0 up, you're 3-2 down at home. And then the other 2 goals, one was a deflection and the other one was just didn't matter in the end. So, I mean, Klopp said he's seen some good things in it. First 20 minutes was some good things. The attack, and what a finish from Darwin. I mean, that was some finish, little flick. Mistake from Courtois. Pity he didn't make one of those mistakes last year in the Champions League final, because he didn't fucking make any mistakes last year. Imagine he would have made 1 or 2 mistakes in the final last year. Would he been talking about a different story and number 7 already? But I mean, football is cyclical. We've been saying it for years. Things go up, things go down, fluctuate. I'm sure Liverpool will be back. Whether they're back to winning Champions League or back to winning Premier Leagues is another question, but we'll certainly get back to being competitive. I've absolutely no doubt about it. And we need Jurgen Norbert Klopp at the helm. We need to get behind him, because he's the man, I think. He's the only man at the moment, I think, that can actually take us forward. I really do. And I want to get behind him as much. I'm just hoping FSG and the money men, whatever you want to call them, get behind them too. I'm sure they will. They have to. They've no choice. They've no choice. We need to win tonight's quick day. We absolutely do. We need 3 points tonight. I don't care if it's a last minute OG or whatever, a VAR decision. I want a performance, of course. I want a few goals, of course. But it's actually more important just wins now. It's more important just to get back on the trolley or the cart or whatever you want to call it, and just start winning. Winning games. Winning games breeds confidence. Winning games. I mean, we 2 clean sheets up to the 5 we let in the league. Okay, we're a bit lucky, especially against, the Everton game. Everton were terrible, especially against, Newcastle had 2 or 3 chances. That was my worry going into the Madrid game, and it seemed to work out that way, that we gave far too many chances away. And we just can't keep doing that, especially against the likes of Madrid now. We know what happens. Zebri from Brighton replacing Klopp says coffee addict. Can't see it, mate. I can see Klopp extending to about 2028. He's here till 2026. I can see an extension if he gets back in. I can see a rebuild, baby. Claire Dean is in. Win, says Claire Dean. You're absolutely right, Claire. Hopefully you're well. I know there's a bit of stuff going on over in Peru. I don't know whether it's died down or not. There was a bit of political upheaval in Peru at the moment, but hopefully you're well and doing okay. Our next cup final is every game now until the end of the season. Correct. Imagine a 7-0 to us. That would do us for the confidence. Absolutely, Claire. We did beat them 7-0. Remember that? 7-0 away. I remember that well. Hopefully you're well, Claire, as I say. I know there was a bit of stuff going on in Peru, yes, Claire lives in Peru. I presume she's still there. But let's hope that is okay and not as volatile as it was a few months ago. I don't know. I haven't heard a huge amount about it since, but there was a lot of stuff around January, Christmas time talking about, and there were some issues in Peru. Let's hope they're not as bad as they looked, basically. But yeah, I'm sticking with 2-1. I'll stick with it. We'll give it an hour, another 15 minutes, guys. So hit the like. Let's get up to 20 likes. What are we on? 13. Let's get it up to 20. Hit that button, baby. Claire says, it's all fine here. Thanks. There haven't been any protests for a month now. Thankfully, thank God that has died down, Claire. Yeah, I know there was issues there. I do keep an eye on geopolitics. Barry Sweeney, two wins before we play the Manx next week is an absolute must, says Barry. Yeah, as I say, there's huge 9 points on offer here. 3 points tonight. There's 2 home games. Wolves, Groundhog Day. Yes, Groundhog Day. Wolves on Wednesday night at the league. And then United, the big one, Sunday week. Got to beat those bastards big time. 9 points. Would you take 7 points? Would you take 7 now? I think a minimum of 7 now. At less than 7 points in those 3 games, we're not getting top 4. Hi everyone, Original Gunner is here. The Frost Zone. I always forget because Original Gunner changes his name so many times, but must be happy at the moment with Arsenal as well. So Original Gunner is in the house. Hopefully, how are you, bro? Hopefully you're well. But a big, 7-8 days for Liverpool? Huge 7-8 days for Liverpool. Got to get back on winning ways. Got to wipe that Madrid out of the way because we don't play them for a while. And as I say, there's big league games to be won. There's big points. There's levels to be moved up in the table. And we've got to do it. We've got to do it. We've got to show that we want to. We got to just show it on the pitch. I don't want excuses at the end of the game. I don't want regrets at the end of the game. I don't want, we shouldn't have made that mistake. That was a silly mistake. Why did he do that? What did he do? I want a performance tonight and a result, obviously. The Frost Zone is here to stay, baby. But Hannah, you haven't put your YouTube channel in yet. Put your YouTube channel from medieval history in and put it in the comments. I'm doing good, thanks, mate. How are you? All good, bro. We're all good. Even better with a win tonight. You notice when we are doing shite, it's Spurs and the Manx and vice versa. Hope they get cooked. I hope they cook their books. Well, Spurs are a big one tomorrow. Don't they play the Derby, Chelsea tomorrow? You'd be looking for maybe a draw or maybe a Chelsea win tomorrow. So, look, we just got to do our job. We just got to win. We just got to win tonight and see what happens. We just win our games, play our game, win our games. Forget about the background noise. Just win our games and see what happens. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. The problem for us is we're relying on other teams. And when you're relying on other teams to drop points and it's out of your hands, it's not a great place to be, is it? You'd rather it in your own hands. Like, even if we won all our games, it's not in our hands, is it? The Frost Zones channel's in. The Upper Tiers channel is in the house. Where is Hannah Alone's channel on YouTube? I want to check that out. I don't even know the name of the channel. Medieval History. But we'll give it the hour, guys. What have you, another 11 minutes? Then have to do a bit of shopping and watch the rugby. And then get ready for the big one tonight. As I say, I will probably go live straight after, 10, 15 minutes after, for a post-match reaction, breakdown, analysis. And I, for one, I'm hoping the Reds win the bloody game. And there's not much moaning or giving out or anything like that. Just, oh, what a game. What brilliance from Salah or Nunez or whoever plays or Hakpo. Salah hat-trick, blah, 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 blah. Clean sheets, beautiful. But we shall see. As I say, you got to do it on the pitch. No regrets. On the pitch is the where it has to be done. Will Liverpool do it? Who knows? Who knows? But looking forward to it. Always looking forward to the Reds. Oh, I'll be nervous for the United game next Sunday week at Anfield, though. because I don't like that game. It's just a nervous game. If you lose that game, you're bantered. You are bantered. There's some guys in my job and fellas I know, they're mad United fans as well, and they'll let you know about it. I don't let them know. I wouldn't be as much of an idiot about it. You know, I know Liverpool were hammering them 5-0 and 4-0 last year. And no, I wouldn't have been, you know, I would have just smiled. And that would have been enough, you know what I mean? Didn't need to go all out about it, you know. There's a few idiots on Twitter as well, you see them. I suppose there's a lot of idiots on Twitter, to be fair. But, you know, I just for me, I think, and I'm sure Klopp will do it, take it game by game. Tonight takes care of itself. He's probably not even thinking of the Wolves game until tomorrow. You know, when he's at home having a cup of coffee, he probably won't even think about the Wolves game. Certainly not the United game. So tonight, all energies for Liverpool go into Selhurst Park and 3 points. That's what it's all about. That's what Liverpool need to do, and I'm sure that's what they will do. So hit the like, hit the share. I'm going to go in a few minutes, guys. A few things to do, as I say. Just thought I'd pop in for 10, 15, and usually when I pop in, it's nearly an hour. You know, so you say 10, 15, but it's bloody an hour by the time you come off, you know what I mean? So, a nice little chat. As I say, match reaction hopefully tonight after the game, and I'm hoping it's a good match reaction, and I'm hoping I'm a happy camper. I'll say Liverpool to win this game 2-1. Hopefully Arsenal get the 3 points as well. Tough game for Arsenal. I think it's away at Leicester. All games are going to be tough for Arsenal now because the pressure is on now. You're in the lead. When you're in the lead, the pressure is even more on. Going to be a rough season, says Mark. I'm expecting a little bit more pain, unfortunately, before we get it right. But that's just true what happens in life, isn't it? I have still managed to avoid Twitter. I was there for a month or so at some point, but I kept getting into fights. Too toxic for me. It is toxic. Yeah, you've got to have a thick skin to go on Twitter at the moment, because especially when Liverpool lose. I mean, Liverpool lose tonight. You go on Twitter straight after, it is fucking absolutely ridiculous. It's Klopp out, FSG out, it's everybody out. It's funny, actually. It's very funny. I remember you on Twitter, Claire. There you go. The Manx have peaked too soon with their banter. They have been so desperate for the moments that they are having now. I forgot how toxic and annoying they are. Still February, and they have won nothing. I'm hoping to get beaten by, even though I'm not mad about Newcastle, but Newcastle tomorrow, United, I just don't want. I think United will beat them, to be fair. I think they will. They're a better team than Newcastle. But I want Newcastle to do one tomorrow. That'd be good, wouldn't it? We shall see. Claire was having fights with Everton fans after pretty much every week. Yeah, but you can have a fight with anybody on Twitter. It doesn't take much. You say the wrong word and you're going to have a fight. And you probably get cancelled. The world we're living in now. I can see United jamming the league. Don't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, I was talking to a guy midweek and he was saying that everyone's talking about Arsenal and City and United just creep up behind. That's why I want to beat them at Anfield next week. Take 3 points off them next week. Hi, OG. Good to see you again, says Claire. Look, it's just important we do our own thing. We play our game. The players are ready. Confidence. Get a few players back. The likes of Kanate, of course, and Luis Diaz and Thiago. But we shall see. We shall see. I will leave social media for a year or two. If they do. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. But the problem is I work with some of them and I see them on a daily basis. That's my problem. Social media is not the problem. It's who you bump into is the bloody problem, and if 2 or 3 of my mates are big United fans, so that's the problem for me, I can't miss them. They're in my face every bloody day, and they know I do YouTube stuff for Liverpool, so it's even worse. Even they'd be asking me. I do have Liverpool fans over here asking me what Klopp thinks of this and that. I don't know Klopp. I've never met the man. I don't have an inside, The only one I've chatted to off the staff is John Ochterberg, the goalkeeping coach. That was the only one. So, same, I'm surrounded by the fuckers, says Crick D. Oh my God. Yeah, they're everywhere. But as I say, guys, really looking forward to tonight. Saturday night's an unusual one, isn't it? 7:45. I suppose TV money and stuff like that makes everything unusual. We used to love the old Saturday 3 o'clock traditional kickoff, I suppose you would call it, or even 4:30 on a Sunday. But it's every night now. Monday football, Tuesday Champions League, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday nights. I mean, there's not a day that doesn't have football on, is there? It's been a saturation. And they're getting so much money with TV rights. That's why they're saturating it. That's why they're saturating it, Arsenal or City will win the league, can't let United win it. Wow. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'd rather Liverpool win it, but position we're in at the moment, it's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. So, guys, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for popping in. Hit the like, hit the share. As I say, big one tonight. Got to show up. First 10, 15 is huge. Cannot be letting in silly goals and then have a mountain to climb. If we score early, it's a different game. Keep it tight at the back. I know it sounds simple. Tight at the back. Energy in midfield and be clinical up front. It sounds simple. It's not simple. If we do that, we have a better team, better individuals, of course, than Palace. But it's about engagement. It's about progression. It's about showing up on the night, no nerves, going for it. And if we bring our A game, we'll beat Palace tonight. Simple as. We bring our A game, we beat them. 3-0 to the Pool. You never walk alone. It's a quick day. I'm sticking with 2-1. I'll take any type of win, to be fair. But as I say, you guys are absolute legends. Pop in. Talk to you soon. Hannah has not put in her YouTube channel on medieval history. So we'll have to check that out. I don't even know the name of it. So without the name of it, we can't check it out. She might have got a few subs. Hannah, with her medieval history YouTube channel. Would have been interesting to see that because I do like history, especially medieval history. Some crazy, crazy times they were, guys. Absolutely crazy. But nearly the hour. What will be 4 minutes? We give it 4. We'll give it the hour. We'll give it the full hour, and then I'm going to rock and roll because I have a few things to do before the rugby, and I do want to watch the rugby. So good luck to Ireland and Italy. We have a chance, Ireland now. It'll be a tough game, Italy. Won't be easy. Should be beating them, but won't be easy. Hannah can't. She needs modding. I can't find it. Yeah, Hannah. Hannah wouldn't be a bad mod, actually, now you say it. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Hannah is now moderator. But guys, that's it, guys. We shall talk later. Stay safe. Talk soon. Reds to beat Palace tonight. Dogs going mad. I'm sticking with 2-1. Hit the like, hit the share. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully a post-match straight after the game. Let's go, Reds. Let's win this. Talk soon. Come on.